What's up, fam, and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility Synthetic Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings for the second half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, the Sun is, of course, our actions, the way we see the world around us, our viewpoints, as well as correlates to our wants, and it's going to be in the energies of Libra, which is in cardinal ale, initiating and creating new ways of thinking and communicating. And Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships and how you relate to others. So, with all that out of the way, you, Leo, are fixed fire, being fixated on your own ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Leo was born out of the 5th house of expressions and whatever you creatively working on. So Leo and Libra sextile each other, so you're going to have opportunities to be more initiative in a communicative and thinking way when it comes to your own fixed fire energies. So instead of just being really fixed on it, you're going to be able to have that opportunities, that either positive or negative, to initiate new ways of thinking and communicating about them. So with that being said, I'm going to draw 9 cards plus an overall from the Universal Tarot deck, and then I'll clarify with the Waite deck, and then move on to the Moonology over deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. Now, let me shuffle this deck one more time, and I'll withdraw the cards. So your overall energy of the reading for second half of the Sun transition sign of Libra is the Knight of Wands. So you're passionately moving towards something that you want and desire, again in a passionate way. So overall, really moving towards what you want and desire during this time. Now your first card from the Universal Tarot deck, besides the overall, is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is talking about you working as well as sharing your work with others. Typically in the Rider-Waite deck, you will see a form of collaboration, but in this particular Three of Pentacles, the man is by himself working and sharing his work to the world. So with that being said, you may be collaborating or you may be working alone, but as far as in general and overall, you are working and sharing things with the world at this time during this second half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, your second card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is talking about you being in a place of victory at this in the present moment during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. So this is really good to see overall. Now, your third card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Six of Pentacles. So with the Six of Pentacles being here, there is a sense of equal give and take, and whatever you're putting out to the world, you are getting equally back to you, again in an equal way. So equal give and take in your life during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Your fourth card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Wheel of Fortune, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and your own energies. So you could be dealing with the fellow Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or have one of these other 3 aspects in your chart, since you already are a Leo. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. But I feel like there's a lot of changes, a lot of cycles coming in for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, your fifth card from the Universal Tarot deck is the Strength card. So this is your energy. So you're being strong throughout the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra, or the second half. Yeah. Apologize, I'm retrograde. So, anyways, with that being said, you're being strong during this time, and you are standing in your energies, being you and yourself. Since this is is representing Leo energy. So keep being strong during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Now your sixth card from the Universal Chart Tarot deck is the Emperor card, which is Aries energy. So you could deal with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Overall, though, you are taking power and control over your life and over what you're wanting and desiring to do in your life, moving forward during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Now, your seventh card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. So you begin with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. You may be on the cusp of Virgo, or you may have Virgo in your chart in another placement, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. But overall, you are going within, following that inner light, following your intuition, and doing what's best for you moving forward during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Now, your eighth card from the Universal Tarot deck is the High Priestess, which is Taurus energy. So you could deal with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Overall, similar to the Hermit card, but this is you listening to intuition, as you can see here with the Moon card, or not the Moon card, but the Moon in the card itself, as well as using your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained throughout your life. Though there might be secrets that you're keeping up from others, or others are keeping from you. Just be careful of that, not trying to scare anybody, but that is a disclaimer I feel like I need to give out. But you're all using your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained throughout your life, moving forward during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra, as well as using your intuition. Just watch out for secrets from either keeping secrets from others or others keeping secrets from you. Now, your ninth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is talking about you transitioning from one place to another, either physically or esoterically, meaning internally, aka moving your thoughts and feelings to a different esoteric location or internal location, with this Six of Swords being here during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. And as you can see here, the road is moving towards greener land, so you are moving towards bigger and better things and prosperity for yourself during the second half of the sun transition sign of Libra. Now, let's clarify. Okay, you might be a little scattered. Cards keep falling. Anyways, let's pull clarification cards out for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck using the Rider-Waite deck. So clarify the Knight of Wands in the overall position, and the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups. So during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra, you are in a very emotional, blissful place, having everything that you want and need in the emotional realm, which is helping you go after what you want and desire in a very passionate way during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, for the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you are working by yourself, since it's being clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is usually talking about well, not usually, but is talking about in sense of independence and being optimistic and going after what you want to desire without having any care about other people's thoughts or feelings during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. So that's the energy you're going to be in. This is also a very attractive energy, since independency means that you can take care of your own, and this is going for your work itself. So you're being very optimistic and independent and passionately going after what you want and desire during the second half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra when it comes to your work in general. Now for the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is clarified by the Sun card, which is your energy. So you could be doing the fellow Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but overall you are in a very happy place and happiness is around you, which is helping you put you into this place of victory during the second half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is talking about Two of Cups is talking about either a new relationship, a new energy with an existing relationship, or you listening to your higher self. So if it's dealing with a relationship of some sort, there is a sense of equal give and take in this relationship, so it's very healthy for you. Or you are listening to your higher self, and through listening to your higher self and whatever you're putting out, there is again equal give and take, or a sense of equal give and take when doing so during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. So if you have any worries about that, then that right there is to tell you that you are doing good, you're okay, and what you put out is what you're going to get back in equal return. So with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Hangman, which is Pisces energy. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Pisces in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Overall, with this card in general, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, either you're dealing with stagnancy or there's a new change in perspective. Mind you, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto are about to go direct, so you may very well have a switch of perspective when they do go direct, which is going to bring up new cycles, or you're dealing with the cycles of stagnancy. But I feel like the former is what you're dealing with currently during the second half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, clarifying the Strength card. The Strength card is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is again talking about you working hard and very well could be collaborating with other people doing this work, as well as sharing it with others around you or to the world itself during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. And while doing so, this is helping you remain strong, or you are being strong while doing so during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Now, with the Emperor card is clarified by the Empress card, which is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Taurus in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. And with a lot of Taurus energy in the spread itself, this is a really good time, or a time for being stable, or a very stable time for you during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. And with the clarifying the Emperor, by you realizing, being self-aware of your value and your value and where you plant seeds at, this is helping you take power and control over your life, and taking power and control over what you want and desire to do, as well as being fatherly like to those and others around you and who you are communicating and interacting with during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. So, with that being said, the Hermit card is clarified by the Magician card, which is Virgo energy. So you'll be dealing with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Virgo in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Overall, by you are manifesting during this time, and through this manifestation, it is being guided for you to listen to your intuition, as well as listening to that inner voice moving forward during the second half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. You are in manifestation mode during the second half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now with the High Priestess is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is talking about you holding too tightly onto something, or you just holding on to something altogether and keeping it close to your heart. And this is putting you in the place of needing to use your intuition as well as your wisdom and knowledge moving forward during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. But once again, watch out for secrets, either you keeping secrets from others, or you keeping or others keeping secrets from you. But you are being stable and cautious, or you're being cautious, or you may be keeping things close to your heart during this time of the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now with the Six of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is talking about you being either persistent or feeling guarded, but with it clarifying the Six of Swords, it may be, I feel like is a guarded feeling, and you're transitioning from being guarded to being more open with others, since clarifying the Six of Swords. Or you could be persistent, and through this persistency, it's helping you transition from one place to another, either physically or esoterically, okay, moving your thoughts and feelings to a different esoteric or internal location during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Let's see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So your first card from the Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So it is time to take action. As you can see here with the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles showing up twice, the Magician card, the Wheel of Fortune, all these movement cards. It is a time to take action during this time towards what you want and desire in your life, especially with this Knight of Wands being the overall card of the reading. So, or the overall energy of the reading. So it is a time to take action. So Mother Moon wants you to be aware that it is once again a time to take action during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Now with your second card from Mother Moon to you to me is Full Moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So show the world the real you during this time of the sun's transitioning the second half of Libra, and don't be afraid to show the world the real you during this time, because feel is just feels of reality, but you as a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, only creating, being the creator of thoughts and feelings, or you agreeing with thoughts and feelings. And so don't agree and create negative thoughts and feelings about showing the world real you, but open yourself up and create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings moving forward during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. And like Mother Moon says, and wants you to be wants this to be in your awareness, show the world the real you during the second half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Now your last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you to me is New Moon Eclipse. Expect powerful change. So expect powerful change during this time, the sun transitioning the second half of Libra, and which is not really a bad thing, since we see with the Six of Wands and the Sun card and the Ten of Cups being here in the spread that good and happy times are coming to you during the second half of the sun transitioning in the sign of Libra. And like Mother Moon says, expect powerful change during this time. And with that being said, I'll be all for this general reading for Libra, Sun, not Libra, but Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole soul family. Shout out to Dollar the Final Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.